Join with Monsterboy Roc. Boom.
Hi, my name is Monsterboy Roc and welcome to the show. Now before I start this video today, I want to talk about a challenge that I did over on Instagram. Hashtag Secret Beauty Color This. I did a drawing of River and Russell wearing special clothes that they never wore before. Now it was only outlined but not colored. What I encouraged my followers on Instagram to do was color the drawing in their very own way. And I made it a contest. 3 winners were going to win a special drawing of a certain amount of OCs that they own in my style. In fact, when I finish up this video, I'm actually going to get started working on those drawings. In fact, by the time this video is up, I am actually already working on those drawings. In fact, depending on when you watch this video, the drawings will probably already be done. Minds have been blown today. Anyway, the first place winner is going to get a shout out here on today's episode. And that artist is @GoldieNicoloi. @GoldieNicoloi is a very, very talented artist, and he did a wonderful, wonderful job on his submission. And actually 13 people submitted to this challenge, and his was like really, really well colored. And if you actually look at some of his other posts, like this one, you can see that, you know, he does a lot of colorful drawings. This just looks really cool and incredible. This particular drawing of his is actually a bunch of characters from his own passion project that he's working on called the Fantasy Fighters. And it looks really cool based on these character designs. And his art style in general is really cool. It looks really, really good. So, if you want to see more of his art, I will have a link to his account in the description down below. Go give him a follow, like and comment on some of his posts, and enjoy. Okay, so now let's get to the drawing in today's video. Now, I'm not going to be doing a Secret Beauty drawing today. I'm instead going to be doing another drawing from my secondary project, the Magical Land Adventure. Yes. Now, I already introduced you all to some of the mermaid characters in this secondary project. Martha, Annabella, Benjamin. But I didn't introduce all of you yet to Martha's best friend, Jacob. Now, when I created Jacob, the Magical Land Adventure really wasn't a theme yet. See, when I created the Magical Land Adventure, it started with Martha, and it was originally just going to be a mermaid project. But when I got the fairy characters, and of course Celeste and Bella, I combined them together so that Magical Land consisted of both fairies and mermaids and other magical creatures. And Jacob was going to be a character that I didn't know if I was going to fit in after I added all these other characters. But I decided to keep him in the story, and he's going to be a minor character that appears a couple of times in the story. Like maybe when we first see the mermaids in the project, and maybe towards the end of the story and whatnot. Well, I figured even though he is a minor character in the project, I would still do a drawing of him here on Drawing with Monsterboy Roc today. In fact, I'm going to do a drawing of Jacob with Martha. So, let's get started. In order to do this drawing, I'm going to outline it with my Ultra Fine Point Black Sharpie, and I'm going to color it digitally with my art software, Clip Studio Paint Pro. But of course, as with all my traditionally outlined drawings, I'm going to need my ink-seeking prevention paper to place under the piece of paper that I am drawing on, just like this. Okay, so, let's open this up. And let's get started, shall we? Okay, so I'm going to draw Jacob first. I'm going to show you how I draw him. Okay, I'll start with his hair. Now his hair is a lot more rigid than the other mermaids and merman characters. There's 5 upside down triangles. And then 5 side triangles. That makes up the outline of his hair. I shall now draw the eye and the pupil, and it's going to be looking this way because Martha's going to be on this side of the page. Draw the other eye, and the other pupil. I'll draw his head, nose and mouth, draw his neck, and I'll draw his arms and hands. He's going to have a thumb up because he's going to be giving Martha 2 thumbs up. Okay, I'll draw the other thumb, the rest of the arm, I'll draw the fingers closed up like this. Now I'll draw the rest of his hair. It's kind of rigid at the bottom as well. Going to be flowing to this side because, you know, they're underwater. The hair completely covers up the ear, so I don't have to color the ear in. I just need to add in the eyebrows. There we go. Now I will draw the fin. I'll draw a bunch of semicircles for the scales. As I mentioned last week, there are a ton of scales on my mermaid and merman characters. And I have to add them all in by hand. Just like this. All around the fin. Doesn't take too long though, thankfully. Okay, here we go. Now I'll just draw some lines here at the end of the fin. There we go. There is Jacob. Now, all I have to do on this side of the paper is draw in Martha. And she is going to be giving Jacob 2 thumbs up as well. Jacob's going to be giving Martha 2 thumbs up, and Martha is going to be giving Jacob 2 thumbs up as well. So, let me just add her in real fast. And okay, there we have Martha. Now I'm going to add in the backdrop with some seaweed and some bubbles floating around the characters, which I will cover with the actual color of the bubbles later on digitally. Then I drew in the sand, and finally a sea anemone. Okay, so now that the drawing of Jacob with Martha is completely outlined and done, I shall rip it out. There we go. Put the sketchbook to the side. And I will take my drawing and scan it into my computer and digitally color it. Let's go! Okay, so I got the drawing here scanned into my Clip Studio Paint Pro software. So, let's get coloring. Okay, so I started by coloring in Martha. She uses the same color scheme as she usually does. And then I colored in Jacob. He has a similar skin color to Martha, but his hair is orange, and the scales and fins are different shades of purple. Then I colored in the underwater background with various shades of blue. I used a lighter shade of blue for the lighting shining down into the water. Then I covered up all the outlines of the bubbles and colored them in and added some white for the light shining onto the bubbles. Then I colored in the sea anemone using various shades of very light orange. Then I colored in the seaweed with different shades of green, and finally I colored in the sand. I signed my name, and the drawing is completely finished. So yep, there we have it, folks. The finished drawing of Jacob with his best friend, Martha. Okay, folks, I hope you all enjoyed watching this video today because I had a lot of fun making it myself. And if you want to see that drawing of Jacob with his best friend Martha the Mermaid, as well as many other drawings with these characters from the Magical Land Adventure, and characters from my passion project, The Secret Beauty. Yes, indeed. Then all you have to do is go on to Instagram.com/TheSecretBeautyDrawings, Facebook.com/TheSecretBeautyDrawing, or Twitter.com/SecretBeautyArt. The links to all 3 of these websites will be in the description down below. Okay, folks, that brings us to the end of this video. So if you want to see some more Drawing with Monsterboy Roc videos like this one that you just finished watching, all you have to do is click the subscribe icon, hit the little bell, and you'll be notified for whenever I make a video like this one of when I drew the villains of Magical Land. You can also click on this playlist to watch every episode of Drawing with Monsterboy Roc as well. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I hope you all have a very, very nice day. Take care now.